Hey guys, so today we are with a Honda race car and we are with a racing driver from Fast Racing Asia. So, Dinesh, welcome to our short but not too short podcast.
Welcome, man.
Yes,
Welcome,
lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
So, tell us, why do you race?
I mean, racing has always been a dream for me since young. I didn't know it at first, but I was always into cars. At the very beginning, at least I was like looking at nice cars. At least when you were a teenager, you look at the Ferraris, the Lambos, the Porsches, you're like, shit, one day I gotta drive
One day that's yours,
right?
Yeah.
And that's where it all started. Like, you always wanted to drive nice cars, you want to drive fast cars especially. And as I grew up, I guess I was a little bit different from people because I liked cars, yes, but what I liked more was competition. So, like I was talking to you earlier, like there are many ways of enjoying cars, right? Like if you had a certain budget, you could just go buy a nice car, a Porsche for example. I mean, the Porsche is going to treat you really well. You could enjoy the Porsche in health, in wealth. You could drive it around the country.
And Porsches always have value.
Yeah, you can in fact drive it outside of the country and still have fun. And I thought of doing that, and I felt like it wasn't the time yet for me to do that because what I wanted to experience was competition, was the feeling of winning, because that's what I like doing. I mean, even in business, it's always the mindset: we need to win, we need to change fast, we need to push harder. As a person, I love competition more than I like cars, and if you combine that both, what do you get? You get motorsports, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Nice. So how long have you been doing this?
Doing this since I was 23 or 24, so that's approximately 10 years ago. Been racing for approximately 10 years now. Maybe in the beginning was a bit more casual. I started with Saga Cup series in MSF.
Nice. Yeah, everyone has to start there.
Yeah. So we all start somewhere, right?
It's proving ground.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And those cars are like amazing places to learn it because the cars are super old. Like no driver assistance, no ABS, no traction control. It has fuck all.
So it's you against the machine. That's it.
It's just you, machine. Full control is on your side, and you go racing.
Yeah.
And if you can drive that car, pretty much I feel like you can drive any other car, in terms of control at least. So I started there, and it's been, fast forward, it's been good 10 years.
Lovely. Why Fast Racing Asia?
So like this is the problem that we're trying to solve. I mean, this is me thinking as a business person, right? Like when I first started racing, it was as a race car driver who wanted to be in the field, who wanted to venture into the field, be good at it. I actually could not find any team that was knowledgeable enough to bring me up the ranks, who could teach me what I needed to know about racing, about cars, about doing things yourself. Many teams offered that solution. So a lot of teams, if you go in today's world, or in fact around the world, what they normally offer is that you pay a certain amount of money, you rent a car or you bring your own car, you go racing, or they bring you on a track day where you get to test your car, get to test their cars, and that's about it. Like, there's no way for someone who wanted to do things himself.
Right.
I mean, maybe I'm a bit traditional because I want to do things myself. Like, I want to know ins and outs of everything that I'm doing. I just don't want to turn up, drive, and fuck off.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people do that, and in fact now I enjoy doing that. But back when I was younger, I wanted to know how this worked.
Yeah.
And
refine what needed refinement.
Exactly, and I enjoyed the entire process of it, not just the driving part and the destination part of it. I enjoyed the small little details where I would sit with the mechanic and he would go through the camber settings of my car, the tow settings of my car, and to see how the changes affected my lap times.
Yes.
I like doing that. And the only way to be involved fully in the entire chain of operations is to own a team. This is why pretty much last year we decided to buy pretty much just Motorsport in Sepang circuit, their workshop. And since we bought them, we have been running our own race cars. We also have, not just this one, we have actually a lot of race cars. Personally, I have like 7 race cars on my own.
And I hear all of them are for sale.
I mean, everything's for sale at the right price. So, everything's for sale at the right price. And we are okay. I mean, if someone comes to me with passion for racing, with passion for cars, with passion for competition, passion for motorsport, dude, I will do whatever it takes to bring you to that level, or even let you drive my car, whatever it is, because dude, I was there in that position
So you know the feeling.
Yeah, I was there 8 years ago, and at that point of time I felt really shit because no one was able to help me. Now, if anyone else was feeling like how I was feeling, I am very happy to help you guys.
What are the 7 cars that you have in the fleet?
We have an FK2 TCR, we have a CL7R, we have 2 FK8Rs.
Okay.
So that's 4. We have an Evo X, we have a Saga, we have an FN2, and we have a Suzuki Swift. The Suzuki Swift is a Z33S, the new 1.4 liter turbo. I mean, that car is super
Nippy.
Nippy as well, and it's also a high demand for the MCS series now in Malaysia, so
okay.
that's why we have it.
Right here we have Honda Euro R, right?
Yep.
But it's not any normal Euro R.
Yep, correct. 2 of them are straight out of the Honda factory. So they are
Nice.
factory-built race cars. They are not like a car that we buy, a road car that we buy and then we modify it into a track car, because that's what most teams do, which is fine. In fact, some of our cars are also like that. But we also have 2 factory-built race cars by Honda itself. So this is being one of them. And also an FK2 TCR. So
Okay.
TCR cars are of course built by Just Motorsport, by Honda itself, because that's what the regulations require. This one used to race in World Touring Car Championship, WTCC, about approximately 8 years ago. And yeah, back then I fell in love with the cars. Like, this car
You
looks
needed one.
so damn good. I don't know, this car is, the CL7R in my opinion has one of the most timeless designs. So if you look at it from any angle,
Yep.
from the back, from the front, it could pass off as a 2015 car or 2016 car, you know. The
It's
wheels,
menacing.
yeah, the
It's
wheels,
really menacing.
it looks, oh man, it looks so damn good. I can just stare at it all day. So
Yeah, and the camber on the front is
yep.
mad, bro.
Yep.
Mad.
This is actually
2.5,
This
3?
is actually extremely conservative. This we're running at 3.5. But on
nice.
race days we run 4.5.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
On race days we run 4.5, or when we want to go for an aggressive time
Right,
attack
right.
for qualifying, we do it at 4.8. Rear will be around 2.53. Yeah.
okay.
So the front will be at around 4.5, 4.8
Yeah,
negative.
because all the power is going to the front.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is, I mean, today's a track day, so we don't want to push it to its limit. So it's
Just
on a very-
exercising the old girl.
Yeah, just want to keep it running, you know. Just got to stretch his legs for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so today it's just a conservative Sunday drive kind of.
So it's basically a high fuel run.
pretty much, yeah. It's
High fuel run.
In fact, this timing compared to our qualifying timing, we would be at least witnessing 5 seconds difference in
Oh,
lap
yeah.
time.
Oh, yeah.
During lap times in qualifying.
Qualifying is mad.
Right, exactly.
It's
Qualifying
millimeter accuracy.
It's all
If you
nothing.
screw up turn 1,
You're fucked.
you are gone the whole lap.
Yep, exactly.
You know,
yeah. It's all
even
nothing.
if you don't carry enough speed through turn 15, right? 14.
14, yeah.
14. If you don't carry enough speed coming out of the apex out of 14, you lose on initially passing the timing mark.
Yep, exactly.
You lose.
Yep,
you know?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. 14 and 15 is
Yeah.
very important, yeah.
Every one of us knows initial D.
Yep, for
right?
sure, man.
So, just argumentative sake,
Yeah.
if Takumi were to get in the same car as you on Sepang, right here, do you think he'll be faster or slower?
I would have disappeared, bro. I would have disappeared.
Why?
I mean, I think it's in our blood. As race car drivers, we always think we are the best. I mean, that's always
That's the mentality,
That's the
yeah.
mentality we always go in, whether it's qualifying or whether it's race. We always have to have the confidence that you are the best, because if you're not going for
If you're not
the
going
gap,
in with that,
if
you're
not
going to
for-
qualify P18,
Exactly, man.
P20.
If you're not going for that last limit, the last bit of performance the car is going to offer, then mate, why are you here? Why are you racing? Like, why don't you just buy a Porsche and enjoy driving to Thailand, or driving to Cambodia, or driving Toge even? Like, why are you on track? Because the only reason we are all on track is to be on the top side of the podium, if not the podium itself. Yeah, so that's the reason why we're here, and we'll do it. We'll do anything it takes to get there. And if it's me or Takumi in turn 15 and I had to take him out, dude, I'm not saying that I'll do it, but
It is what it is, lah.
it is what it is, you know, yeah.
If let's say turn 14, you're just talking about that. So if
Turn
you
15? Yeah.
turn 15,
Yeah.
so if you are taking the proper racing line, 120 meter mark, brake hard, trail brake in, off the brakes,
Power
see the
out.
apex, power out, grab the outside line, and you're out and away. Correct?
Yep, that's right, yeah.
Takumi would probably, at the 150 point mark, brake mark, he would probably yank the handbrake.
And he'll be a lot slower.
He'll
than me,
probably
yeah.
get into the turn like that.
Yeah.
Question is, would he come out faster or would you come out faster?
No way. I think on circuit racing, it's very different. I mean, obviously, drifting and circuit racing are very different principles in itself. But on track, you want all 4 tires to be sticking on the ground, providing you with traction at all
Exactly.
times, not losing traction,
Exactly.
which what the drift guys do. I mean, there are many ways that sometimes we do lose intentionally lose a bit of traction on track, especially during a race, because we want to turn the car a little bit faster. So you flick the car a little bit more, or maybe at times if you're driving a slower car, you flick the handbrake a little bit just to
get that angle, that
just to turn the
trajectory
car.
just right.
Exactly.
So
just to
you
turn the
can
car.
power earlier. Yeah.
Just to turn the car a little bit more, because there are people on the left side and the right side. There's not enough space. There are many reasons to do it, but normally if it's just me and the car, or just me and another person, we just want to go as fast as possible. And fortunately for us, taking the right line, and
taking the right line is like spreading butter on a slice of bread evenly throughout the whole slice.
exactly, man.
It's just nice.
perfection. Yeah.
Perfection.
It has to be perfection.
You're not a stranger to Sepang.
Yep.
How many other tracks are you not a stranger of?
So 6 being obviously Sepang. Buriram, Thailand. We have done Mugello, Italy. Yeah, we have done Suzuka, Japan. We have done Silverstone, UK. Back when I was a student in UK. And obviously, being a student in UK, you travel to Europe. So Nürburgring.
Not the GP circuit, the Nordschleife.
Yeah. So that one, I'll be very honest with you. I rented a car from Nürburgring Taxi, and those guys were obviously sitting next to me, telling me.
Was it Apex Automotive?
Yes, it was Apex. Yeah.
So you met Misha?
No, I didn't meet Misha. It was some other guy at that time. This was like really long. It was like 12 years ago. Yeah, 13 years ago. And yeah, so I rented a car there. They took me around, drove the car for a bit. Yeah, man, that's something else.
The track you want to race on, the track that you plan to go on. What was that you said?
Dude,
Spa.
If I had one track to race on, I want to go to Spa. Yeah.
Spa-Francorchamps, not Spa-Francorchamps. Spa-Francorchamps. For the younger audience at home, how would you propose they start getting into the path of racing?
I think technology plays a big part in today's younger audience. For example, a lot of the younger guys that I talk to are into sim racing, so that's probably a good place to start. So if you're pretty fast and you have achieved something in sim racing, then you want to take the step up, then of course you can start thinking of getting a real car to race. And if I'm being honest, the cheapest form of racing in Malaysia would be either Saga Cup or Myvi Cup, if I'm not mistaken.
So that will be the proving ground for you guys.
Yep.
So if you feel that you want to get into racing but you don't have millions to spare, thousands is fine.
Yeah. So Saga Cup, Myvi Cup is the best place to learn car control, basic car control, because those cars, come on, they have zero driver aid, they have no traction, no ABS. I mean, hell,
So
Saga even runs a carburetor, man. So
it's raw.
It's pretty much as simple as a car gets. Like you have 4 wheels, so you have an engine, you have a car around you. I mean, sure, you can adjust the setup according to your liking, and we pretty much see if you can drive the car fast. Simple as it gets. And if you can drive the car fast with zero aids, with
Minute amount of mistakes.
Yeah, with minimal mistakes, with no ABS, for example, then you would be fast in anything like this.
So if let's say someone were to be sim racing most of their adult life, let's say probably a decade, 10 years, do you think they'd be able to get into this and after a few laps probably set one of the top 5 most competitive times?
So we had a professional sim racing driver come and drive one of our cars, and in 2 laps he was super confident that he could do the time, and he started pushing, and in 2 laps he locked the car, because on the sim he could brake at 120 meters and the car would stop in time, and in real life the car couldn't stop in time, so he locked the brakes. Obviously the car skidded to the gravel trap. Fortunately nothing happened, but these are the things that might catch you off guard.
Yeah. The sim can only go so far.
Yeah.
Real life experience is completely a different coin.
And I feel like from sim to real life, there are few things that the sim guys are missing in terms of feel. I mean, the sim guys are freaking fast, man. Like if they drove sim since they were young and also drove a real car, they would destroy me when they are like my age, for example, because they have 20 years of experience driving a real car and also driving a sim. And those feelings that you get from driving both are a lot more worth it than me just driving, because I get all my feel from driving the car. I get the sensation of the car. The car is giving me feedback, and I'm controlling the car based on
all that feedback,
on that feel. They control the car based on their senses, what they hear, what they see, and just their hands from the feedback of the steering. Whereas I need all the other aids, call it aids, although it's feel, but I need all the other aids to go fast. And these guys are driving without aids. So if these guys were to drive real cars, I'm pretty sure they'd be faster. So hats off to the young guys who are freaking fast these days.
All right, so that's all the time we have today. So, Dinesh, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank you,
taking
man.
us
I
around
appreciate it, bro. Yeah.
around Sepang in this lovely, lovely beast.
I appreciate your time as well, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, until next time, like, share, and follow.